Hello TKM family, welcome back to my channel. This is Roxy, your host, and today we're going to make a similar to a tincture. It's called a glycerite. The reason it's called a glycerite is it's because it's using the plant matter and it's using vegetable glycerin instead of alcohol. For those of you who don't want to have the alcohol, which I don't personally, do what's right for you. I use the vegetable glycerin, and this works it's just as effective, and it's a natural product, made from the vegetable. The glycerin is it's a part of the vegetable that has it's almost like an oil, but look it up. It tells you what it is, and it tells you that it's very safe, and you can take like a tablespoon a day, and it will not hurt you. But I want to just put in a short disclaimer. Do your own research, and if you do want to make a plant glycerite, then consult your doctor before doing anything. Don't take my word for it. You have to do your own research. Okay, so today we're talking about cleavers. This is what cleavers look like. They're very sticky. They've got these little hairs on them and they stick to everything. But they're very beneficial. And a little short story here. I learned about cleavers and I was like, oh, I wish I had some cleavers. And guess what? Next thing I know, I've got cleavers growing in my front yard. And I was like, thank you, Lord. You heard, what I was wanting, and you blessed me with this. And so it's been a little while since they started growing, and I just needed to get this done and check it off my list so that I will have, in about 6 to 8 weeks, I will have cleaver glycerite. And it's so beneficial. So let's talk about how to make it first, and we'll talk about the benefits. So I've got it's not quite a quart, but what I've done is I've gone through the cleavers. I pulled out any like dead sticks. Sometimes they grow pretty thick, so sometimes parts of them die. So I've gone in and pulled out any of the dead stuff, or if there's other plant matter in there. You want to make sure, you're getting just the cleavers and not some other plant matter that you don't want in there. So what I've done is pick them and I've washed them thoroughly, just with cold water, and then I have dried them. I dried them in a towel, and they are dry now. And what I'm going to do is put them in this jar, and what I'm going to do is fit as much as I can into this jar. See, it's well packed, but as you can see, there is also space. There's space around the actual plant, and that is where the glycerine's gonna go. I got this glycerin. It's a gallon. Let's see, is it a gallon? Yep, 1 gallon. It's got to be food grade, and I got this from Azure Market. Some people say Azure. Organic vegetable glycerin, food grade, from Azure. I like to have organic, and the glycerin that you use has to be food grade. It cannot be cosmetic grade, because you are going to be consuming this. So you want food grade. Okay, so I got it from Azure Market. All right, so we're going to open this up. We're going to pour this into the jar until it is almost all the way to the top, leaving you're gonna have air bubbles. Let me grab the fork. So we're going to press the plant matter down. You can hear the air bubbles. Lots of air bubbles. We're getting the air bubbles out. That is very important. You do not want oxygen in there because oxygen will cause oxidation. And you do not want any spoilage, or you do not want any type of mold growth or anything. And mold cannot live without air, without oxygen. Okay, so I pressed it down. Now I'm picking it up a little bit. You see what I'm doing? I'm lifting it a little bit. And we're just going to make sure that all air spaces are gone. And there's nothing but glycerin in all the cracks and crevices. Okay. Okay. Looking pretty good. So the air is gone. Glycerin, vegetable glycerin, has a very sweet taste. So it's very pleasant whenever you make this glycerite. Even with the taste of the plant, it's still very pleasant to the taste. So I have filled the jar to right there. You do not have to leave any space if you don't want to, or if you want to, you can. It doesn't matter. You're asking me why? Well, you said if there's oxygen in there, there could be spoilage. Well, so far I haven't had that problem. And I'm talking about oxygen that's trapped in between the plant matter. You know what I'm talking about? And usually when I'm making a glycerite, I go in and shake the jar once every week. And I haven't had any spoilage yet. The glycerites will last for about 2 years on the shelf. You want to store these in a cool, dark place. So I'm just recycling this jar. There you have it. So what you're going to do is put your date on there, because this tincture, see how I'm shaking it? That's what I'm going to do like every week. And there's really not. There's no oxygen between the plant matter. That's what's important. All right, so I'm going to put the date on here, and this will be ready. I usually leave it for the 8-week mark. Let's talk about what Cleavers Glycerite is good for. Cleavers Glycerite is a gentle, sweet-tasting herbal extract used primarily as a lymphatic tonic to reduce swollen lymph nodes, aid detoxification, and support the urinary system. It acts as a cooling, anti-inflammatory, and diuretic agent, helping to reduce fluid retention, soothe skin conditions like eczema, and improve immune function by promoting waste removal. So it is known, Cleavers Glycerite is known as our premier lymphatic tonic. It helps break up congestion, reducing swollen lymph nodes, and moving lymph fluid to boost immune function. That sounds good, doesn't it? Natural diuretic. And it's you don't even have to wait until you need it. Like, in other words, don't wait till you're sick. Use it as preventative to boost your immune system. That's what I plan on doing. I'll just take a little bit every day and boost my immune system so that I won't get sick. I don't want to be sick. I hate being sick. Okay. It's a natural diuretic and detoxifier. It acts as a gentle, safe diuretic, enhancing the removal of toxins through the urinary tract and reducing water weight, which is edema. Skin health. Due to its alternative blood purifying properties, it is commonly used to treat inflammatory skin conditions like eczema, acne, and psoriasis. That's pretty good. Okay, urinary tract health. Its soothing and cooling properties support the bladder and kidneys, making it helpful for addressing UTIs, cystitis, and reducing bladder irritation. This is an amazing plant. Anti-inflammatory properties. Contains compounds like asparulocide and tannins that reduce inflammation in the body and soothe irritated tissue. Why choose a glycerite? Glycerites use vegetable glycerin to extract plant compounds, resulting in a sweet-tasting, non-alcoholic option. This makes it preferred choice for children, individuals avoiding alcohol, or those who dislike the bitter taste of alcohol-based tinctures. Cleavers is generally safe, but an allergic reaction is possible. So it says consult a healthcare provider before using it if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or have kidney or heart conditions. All right. So the healthier we are, don't use tinctures or glycerites as a fix-all. Take care of your general health to begin with so that these sicknesses and illnesses do not arise. Okay? These are only meant to aid in healing, but you have to find the root cause. What is causing the problem? What is wrong with the health and the diet that this is happening? Why is this happening? Get to the root of the problem and start there. We have such a mentality of running to the doctor and getting a quick fix. We need to get to the root of the problem so that these things do not arise again, okay? But until then, use it as preventative. Use it as preventative and ask God to help you know what to do so that your health is optimal. All right, so that's all for now. I'm signing out. Make some Cleaver tonic. Put in the comments. I said tonic. You can call it a tonic. Put in the comments what type of glycerites you've made, or tonics, or anything like tinctures, and let me know. I'm interested to know, and let me know if you plan to make Cleavers glycerite. Okay. Have good health. Stay well. Take care. God bless. Like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye for now.